What's good, family? We are back with another reaction. These videos are for entertainment purposes. Make sure you're going out here and doing your own research. Don't believe everything you hear and see. Your potential is like a flame. Fuel it with passion, determination, and hard work, and it will burn brightly.
You don't find it odd how the Lone Star tick, a tick that can make people permanently allergic to red meat and dairy, is rapidly spreading across the United States? Not only that, but these ticks are notoriously hostile, more hostile than other ticks, and they actively seek out human hosts to feed on. All of this is conveniently happening while we are being encouraged to eat 3D printed goy slop meat, and there is a huge push for making all humans go vegan. This kind of reminds me of how Bill Gates decided to release a bunch of genetically modified mosquitoes in Florida to get rid of the disease-carrying mosquitoes. But honestly, I think there is a more sinister plan behind all of this. Could it be possible that these GMO mosquitoes are flying around and vaccinating people? And could it be possible that these Lone Star ticks were genetically modified and released on the population to make us allergic to red meat? So that we are docile, weak, sick, and ready to let daddy government dominate us in every single way? Who knows? I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Now he's going towards eucalyptus. He avoided the eucalyptus. Crawling towards lavender.
Lavender?
Yep, that's lavender. He hasn't gotten to it yet.
Now has he?
Nope, he avoided the lavender. Now he's coming towards peppermint.
Ooh.
Completely stepped in a little bit of peppermint.
Is he going in peppermint?
Nope, he is completely avoiding the peppermint.
So what, is that what the scent we're supposed to wear? Like,
Pay attention and listen. Fox News cut off one of their reporters live on air as soon as she revealed this.
I want to just quickly tell you, I was sitting next to Caroline Levitt, the press secretary's husband. He was one of our guests. He was seated right next to me, and right as the dinner was starting, the national anthem happened, and then he kind of leaned over and said, I watched you on TV, you do a great job. You need to be very safe. And he was very serious when he said that to me. And he kind of looked around the room and he said, there are some...
Wonder what she was gonna say.
Sounds like we lost Aisha's phone there. And this happens, by the way, especially when you have so many people attempting to utilize the same cell service at the same time. I did want to add this while we had a moment.
I call bullshit.
When you deeply on a spiritual journey for real, you really can't have a spouse or a significant other that's not on the same spiritual frequency as you. Cause bro, they just gonna be fucking with your shit the whole time. Bro, I get so many women that I be not talking to, but just conversating with, be asking me, why you still single? Must be something wrong with you. No, it's literally because I cannot find a woman that's on the same spiritual frequency as me. Then the ones that I try to date, bro, they just be fucking my shit up every time, yo. And it's so fucking annoying. It's really irritating.
I'm single, but I'm not single. I'm waiting for my divine partner.
All right, someone explain this to me. You see these two rainbows here, all right, which are coming from the reflection of this corner and this corner of the glass. Just like this one is here as well, coming from that corner, as well as this one coming from that corner. So when we see a rainbow outside in the sky, shaped like this, where is that coming from? The only explanation would be if we were to have some form of rounded glass structure above us. If you've never heard of the firmament, look up the firmament and research and educate yourself. I'm not saying the earth is flat, but it's not a globe.
My guy. I can explain it for you. See, when God created the earth, he said that he put a firmament over us. And when the Most High created the firmament, he said he made it as strong as a molten looking glass. So when you see those double rainbows in the sky, that's coming from water, light, and a mirror. Meaning when it rains and you see those big old double rainbows in the sky, that's the water and the light reflecting off of the firmament, creating a double rainbow. And most of the time when you see those big rainbows, you'll notice that the colors are reversed, just as if it was reflecting off of a glass or a mirror.
Hey, y'all be telling me it be jokes about this firmament and shit, right? Can you explain this shit behind me today, y'all? Yeah, I got an iPad. I had to hit the wide lens to get this whole motherfucker in the shot. You see the double rainbow? You see this one, it's light. Then you see the second one over my head? Look at that. Look at that. This is unfucking believable.
Also, when God said that he created the firmament over us, he said that he divided the waters from the waters which were under the firmament and above the firmament, which is telling us that we are literally in a snow globe. Y'all know them snow globes they be selling with the hard bottoms and then it just got the glass over it with the fake snow in it? That's literally us. And we're sitting in water. That's water above us. Just like if you dig too deep in the ground, you can find water underneath us. That's the water below us. Kind of just like SpongeBob. We are in Sandy's house. That's in water. So the earth is Sandy's house. And it's water surrounding us. That's literally how we're living. We're not in no globe. They are brainwashing y'all with lies and CGI animated pictures. NASA is a whole movie production team. That's all they is. Lying about going to space. Space is the ocean. They started off in the ocean and they ain't never left. Now they just shooting fake videos in there. That's all they doing. All those rockets that they launching up in the air, if you pay close attention, it starts to curve and guess where it's landing? In the ocean somewhere. So when y'all see those rainbows in the sky, the rainbow that goes from one end of the firmament all the way to the other end of the firmament, as God's promise to never flood the earth again. So it's making a rainbow from one end of the earth all the way to the next end, covering the whole earth to show that he would never flood the earth again. And that was Yah our Elohim's promise to us. So when y'all see these rainbows in the sky, remember Romans 3 and 4. Let God be the truth, and every man a liar.
So as I was watching that video, you know how they say, like, at the end of the rainbow is the pot of gold? Well, if the rainbow is the firmament, right? At the end of the rainbow would be the end of the firmament, right? What if that's the pot of gold they're talking about? What if there's so much more that we don't know about because we've been led to believe that the earth is round and, you know, like we're the only intelligent planet ever. It's just a perspective. Also, I didn't even think about Sandy's house like that. But it makes perfect sense. And what if the snow globe itself was inspired by the firmament? I mean, think about it. It makes sense. It's just a perspective.
It's like, listen, they're gonna come in right now with the cameras. Just act like you're scared, okay? Listen, I'm tired of these assassination attempts. Listen to me, you have to pretend. We have to keep the people occupied and busy. Listen, just go along. I've been doing this for a long time. Sir, we're about to start the camera.
Look at Melania's face here, though. Look at her face. You ready? Go on.
Sir, we're about to start the camera. Everyone wave to the cameras in the back. All right,
look at
her
ready? Face. Ready? It's already getting sus. Before anything happens.
Get ready, everybody.
Look at her face.
She's like, am I going to act like I'm scared or you first? Listen, just all
Pop,
of you act
you
scared.
heard it? Oh. Face is up. They don't hear the pop. You heard it, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Secret Service. You guys are quick, huh?
The worst acting award goes to whoever this Asian lady is. Bro, what was this? 2 seconds before the shot like that.
Good luck, everybody else!
If you live in the Appalachian area, this is the reason that you have curtains and blinds on your windows and you keep them closed at night. This woman lived in a small town in Virginia in the Appalachian Mountains. She heard knocking on her window and she saw this thing peeking through her window. She got her phone out to record and it just kept looking at her. Now at one point in the video, she actually starts screaming to try to scare it away so she can go close her blinds. Right here, you can see its teeth. Its teeth. And then it closes its mouth and you can see how its mouth doesn't fully close. It's just like a black void. And it has hollowed eyes and red skin. Now the woman said she lives close to the coal mines and she thinks this thing crawled up out of them. And from the looks of it, I would too. That is freaking terrifying.
Yeah.
And it's watching you through your windows.
Right.
She had just moved to the area, so she didn't know the rules of living in the Appalachian Mountains. So this is a clear warning. If you move to the area, make sure you close your blinds and windows and lock your doors at nighttime. And if something like this comes knocking on your windows and doors, don't pay it no mind. Act like it doesn't exist and it should go away, hopefully. What do y'all think about this? Let me know.
Nothing ever exists outside of you. Nothing. Not people, not places, not things. If I don't like that guy over there, it's not the guy. The guy is just reflecting to me, my perspective. So before I actually
Oh, being a kid before technology was a motherfucking blessing. It was a blessing, boy. You know your mama and them. Now, don't you bring your ass back in this house. You let my motherfucking air out. You either stay outside or you stay your ass inside. And you know what we chose? To take our ass outside. We drinking water from the water hose, having water balloon fights and shit, riding our bikes all over the motherfucking place, not coming back in until the motherfucking lights come on. At night, playing basketball, ain't even no net on that motherfucker. We didn't even give a fuck. We playing Killer Man, throwing a football in the air, catch that motherfucker running on concrete and grass. We didn't give a fuck. The girls in the neighborhood jump roping and shit, doing double dutch. They doing hopscotch and patty cake, baker's man and all of that shit. Boy, this shit was lit when we was children. Lit as a motherfucker. Best cartoons and all of that shit. Best music. Boy, it was so fun, so stress-free. We was poor as a motherfucker. Didn't even give a fuck. Didn't even give a fuck. Because we was having too much motherfucking fun outside. Then when you was in school, motherfuckers throwing spitball rides with a fucking straw and shit. We playing pencil breaking that motherfucker. Oh, man. Drawing S's all over the motherfucking desk. Shit was crazy. And I remember you motherfuckers back in the day. You used to smack a girl butt and run. She chased your motherfucking ass. That's how you knew if she liked you too. Cause either she gonna grab you or she gonna punch you. Either one wasn't good. We used to play hide go seek. And then you little nasty motherfuckers, which was a lot of motherfuckers. We used to play hide and go get it and shit. You remember that? You remember all this shit we used to do when we was kids, dog? Being a kid was lit back in the motherfucking day.
Yep.
And then we became teenagers. We had the bomb-ass house parties and shit. Playing good-ass music. Motherfuckers twerking and all kind of crazy shit. Making all kind of jungle juice in that motherfucker. Shit used to be lit. Not a care in the motherfucking world, dog. Not a care in the world. Now, look. bills, stress, depression, anxiety, wars, mad motherfucking diseases and shit, bullshit food, no fun. Damn. Kids all on the motherfucking internet, not knowing how it is to play outside like a motherfucker, get in the sun and shit. You little motherfuckers, go outside. But now, it's hard for this to let your kids go outside and do whatever the fuck they want because you got these PDF motherfuckers everywhere. Damn, can we just go back? Can we go back in time where everything was just carefree out this motherfucker? When the sun used to be yellow and not a white light in that motherfucker? When there wasn't no motherfucking trails in the sky? Can we go back to that when we had no gluten and all that shit? Can we go back, dog? I miss it.
If this isn't a cult, then what is?
To say no to President Trump would be saying no to God. And I won't do that.
What? What? Damn, that's one of them electric cars. That's scary. I hope nobody was in it. This shit is wild, bro. That's wild.
Posting himself as Jesus kind of freaked me out.
Now you're coming in here with the fake news. He didn't even make that picture. He thought that he was a doctor. The glowing hands, a metaphor. This is the staff, right? This is like the charge nurse. The other nurse down here, this is his CNA. And this chick praying for her dying father.
Did you see Trump gave glyphosate a liability shield?
What's glyphosate?
Trump just posted a whole civilization is going to die tonight.
Okay, what was the context? Because I'm starting to feel like you're just looking for reasons to be mad.
I don't know. I just feel like Trump's changed.
See, I feel like this whole thing about Trump changing started with Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. Do you know how much money they're making by just destroying the Republican Party? They're destroying it.
But Trump said no new wars.
You know, you're starting to sound like a liberal. They betrayed him. Trump didn't change. Trump was betrayed.
Right.
Like to see anything die.
For her science fair project this year, the Comac girl and her mom bought two of the same types of plants from the same nursery. Both were then placed on the same windowsill inside her classroom.
This way it was even. They had the same amount of water, the same amount of sunlight.
The only difference, one was verbally complimented every day by Samantha's classmates, and the other was bullied. Students tracked it all by a checklist.
So the rules were, with bullying the plant, say mean things to it. Call the plant ugly. Call the plant fat. Call the plant stupid.
The plant that was bullied began to wilt right away, and after just 6 days, it died, while the one that received compliments continued to grow.
If bullying a plant for just 6 days basically kills it, imagine bullying a child.
Last year, the furniture company IKEA conducted a similar experiment as a public service announcement against bullying, getting the same result. According to the Long Island Coalition Against Bullying, 68.4% of Long Island middle school students expressed they were bullied in school. Samantha says she's one of them, which prompted her to do this experiment.
I like that it shows how bullying can wear you down and hurt you.
Galactic trafficking and soul trafficking. Let's talk about it. To most spiritual people, this sounds totally off the wall, which says something because spirituality is pretty much off the wall. But to a few of you watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's start with galactic trafficking. Human beings, if you didn't know, are one of the most precious resources in the known universe. We have angelic DNA, 22-strand potential DNA encoded within us. We were literally made in God's image. If you're unaware of the galactic history of humanity and the fallen angelics have deteriorated their DNA, which is why they cannot fully connect to source. There was something wrong, a physical and mental illness, and human beings were crafted to help the fallen angelics regain back their original DNA template. But as you know, that did not go the right way. They have used human beings as a food source, an energy source, and a source to help them obtain power, but without actually going back to source, without actually being back in God's kingdom. And one of the ways that they use and abuse us is galactic trafficking. Now, the fallen angels is an umbrella term. There are actually multiple different aliens, higher dimensional beings, aliens like Draco reptilians, Anunnaki. If you didn't know, they come from the 10th and 11th dimension. That they use human beings as a barter or trade system to other fallen angelic alien beings to harness our energy, to eat our meat, to use us as slaves, to use us as energetic slaves. I confidently say human beings might be more precious than gold to these fallen angelic alien entities. This is why so many people go missing out of nowhere on planet Earth. Not a trace, don't know where they went. And some people joke and say, oh, it's an alien abduction. Yeah, it really is. Now, the second thing I mentioned is soul trafficking. I've had customers come to me through tarot readings, through spiritual healing sessions, telling me about their past life memories in which they were an alien from a different system. And the last thing they remember seeing are spaceships attacking their world. And they see aliens like Draco reptilians or certain like Nordic looking type of aliens killing their kind. And one of them specifically remembers himself being dragged into like this spaceship and being connected to a machine, and that's the last thing he remembers. And the next thing he knows, he ends up on Earth. He's born a human, and he's just like, how the heck did I end up a human? The real galactic history and the real spiritual truth is actually very uncomfortable. The truth doesn't care if it's good or bad. It doesn't care that it makes you uncomfortable. The truth is the truth.
Yep.
And soul trafficking is real. If we have technologies like AI, quantum computers, who knows what other technologies they're hiding from us or they have behind the scenes. And do you know how you can trap a soul? In high school in physics class, I learned that the way to trap light is through mirrors. So have a cube that has a bunch of mirrors. So the light will infinitely bounce through the mirrors. And what is a soul? A soul is literally light code source. It is light. And if you can trap light into a mirror cube, why can't these aliens trap your soul into a mirror cube?
Right.
I know a lot of you, through seeing this video, will feel something kind of like ping in your heart or your crown chakra, and you're just like, I know this happened to me in my past lives. This may all actually be true, because through my spiritual awakening and this spiritual business that I've been doing for like 5+ years now, so many people, one after the other, come and tell me that this stuff is real. So let me know, guys, did you see this in your past life hypnosis or your Akashic records? Do you believe that soul trafficking and galactic trafficking actually is real? But anyways, if you would like to learn the truth about the true origins of humanity, how we actually have angelic DNA, my book, Made in God's Image, link in bio, talks about everything you need to know that I can't say here on this platform because I get banned constantly.
I believe it's true.
Listen, when you're chosen, it's not about people not liking you. It's just that they feel exposed around you. Because when you have a sacred energy that carries awareness, that awareness becomes dangerous to people who build their life on illusions. Because when you're disciplined, you're focused, and you're elevating, without saying a damn word, you start activating people's insecurities, which is a form of psychological pressure. Because now they have to confront Every damn thing that they've been avoiding, their laziness, their excuses, and their lack of purpose. And because of their afflictional shortcomings, instead of saying, I need to get my shit together, I need to level up, their ego says, he think he better than everybody. She thinks she better than everybody. You got to understand that's nothing but psychological projection. So this is the main reason why you got people who never talked to you, never spoke to you, but don't even like you. That's the main reason why. Psychological projection. With all that shit being said, psychologically, it's not about people not liking you. They just hate that your life is proving that they could have done more. Because you're basically walking evidence that focus works, discipline works, and that self-respect and purpose changes everything. And they hate that shit. So this is why they want to extract the energy from the chosen ones.
Is it almost go time? Yes. Thank you. All right. People, this is not a drill. This is what we've trained for. I'm not setting a date or anything. I'm just letting you know right now, hands down, Bible prophecies are unfolding right before our eyes. And this one, oh, you don't want to miss this one. This one even had me a little bit shook. A lot shook. I was shaken. I know that by now you have seen the Revelation 12 phenomenon that's going on in the skies. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. Okay, by now I know you guys have all seen this. Virgo. The way that Virgo is currently positioned is exactly all of this. The moon is at her feet, and with Leo and the 3 wandering stars, she has 12 stars up above her head. Here's the cool part. And she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. Guys, right now there is an amazing phenomenon going on. Check this out. There is actually, right here, she's got something in there called child, right in where her womb is. The moon at her feet, and she is about to give birth to child. Okay, there is so much more to this, but I wanted to get to something else, something that is going to make your jaw absolutely hit the ground. That is exactly how Virgo looks this evening, tonight, just days after the beginning of Rosh Hashanah. But today, another Bible prophecy is unfolding right before our eyes as the UN meets for their SDG summit, signing a peace treaty, one that will last for 7 years. There are 193 countries that are involved in this treaty being signed at the SDG. And the entire platform of this event is the UN stating peace and safety, which brings me directly to this. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Does that sound familiar? If not, let me show you. And she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. Guys, that is all happening right now up above us in the skies. The peace treaty is being signed now during the summit, and Israel and Palestine have even joined. Which brings me to this. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. That is the number of countries that are signing this treaty. You may think it's 11, but one of those countries is a collection of others, making it a total of 10. But what if I were to tell you it gets better? Further on in Revelations 12, and to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she may fly into the wilderness, into her place where she is nourished for a time and times and a half a time from the face of the serpent.
See this? McDonald's, right? Look at this. This is from the Book of Black Magic, right? The founder of here is a 33-degree Freemason. McDonald's, this represents the Arch of Baal. Look at this. He allegedly obtained his fucking money through satanic Masonic connections or influence. And, hold on, over here, y'all want to see something? Look, the big arch meal. It represents the Arch of Baal, right? Which is basically like a portal to hell, right? It's basically like a secret, like a Masonic symbol. They got it in DC. They got it as the Institute of Digital Archaeology. But yeah, McDonald's is satanic. People find children's teeth and hair and nails and stuff in the food. And we'll be back when it's packed. Yo, this place serves human remains, bro.
I'm sorry?
They serve human remains, bro. It's an absolute foul, bro. You shouldn't be eating here. And it makes people fat. How you doing? I'm good. This place is not safe to eat at, brother. It's the worst food in America. It's disrespectful, man. Come on.
We at a point right now where we can't tell if AI videos are real or fake. But the shit I'm about to show you right now looks too real to be fake. So you got people on this app that's ripping off their face, and under the skin of their face is an alien. But the way this shit looks, it's no way it can be fake. Matter of fact, look at this shit. I need you to tell me what this looks like to you. Does this look fake to you? These people like to put the truth in your face so they don't have to suffer the consequences of karma. And that shit right there looks too real. Now, this is not the only video I've seen like this. But out of every video that I've seen like this one looks exactly too real. Now I want to know what y'all think, because they already say that these things right here are walking amongst us. And with everything else going on, it's real convenient that they make this right now. What if it's not AI? And what if they're trying to get us ready for something? You know, once you get comfortable seeing things, they become normal. And I think they're trying to normalize this. Again, what do you think?
Well, I know for a fact that's not his voice.
Brian is the famous artist, and we always make fun of each other and portray each other in silly, satirical ways.
Yo, as you know, is the latest, hottest, hunkiest teen idol there is.
Yeah. Is he?
I mean, he tries to kiss me on the lips.
No,
Listen,
I'm not gonna act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out. So how you been, man? I've been seeing you so long. How much did we drink?
Two men from that set began sexually abusing me. I thought a lot about that. I thought a lot about how these predators have some sort of sixth sense for vulnerable kids.
How do you even build a child robot?
What you do is you start by building a regular robot, then you that it continues the cycle.
That shit's disgusting, bro.
Oh, what the fuck is this shit, bro? What the fuck is this shit? Why are they over a cemetery? Hey, y'all better get right with God, man. Y'all get right with God, bro. Oh my God, the cops are down there saying go back to your house, bro. Yes, come here. Look at this shit. The cops are down here saying we have to go back to our houses because they don't want us to film it. Yo, something big is finna fucking happen, bro.
Everyone, can I get 20 seconds? Hello? I just wanted to share that I've always had a fear of public speaking, and I realized it was because I cared way too much about what people thought. I don't know if anybody here can relate to that. I had a fear of being judged and seen, and what I've learned, I'll finish soon here, is that fear is a prison with invisible walls, and I can step out at any time. Thank you so much.
I love that for her. Watch and learn, family. That's how you do that right there, lady.
If you're ever feeling bad about yourself, just remember that there is a plethora of people that believe that this piece of garbage went to the moon in the 70s.
Right.
Like, they think this is us. Like, goofy. What a bunch of goofballs. Like, only a simpleton mind. Oh, never mind. I'm trying to keep this account. Like, how do you watch this and not laugh?
Right. Every time I see those kind of videos, I laugh. It's funny to me.
You all better sit down. Sit down before I tell this story. I'm serious. Stargate. This congressman just said we have machinery that brought in a being. He called it a being and it interacted with people in the room. We have machinery that brought in a being and the being interacted with people. That's what this congressman just told TMZ. And he said the American people and the people of the world are ready to hear the truth. What?
Are you not going to show the video?
So this guy's on top of a tower, and we don't have enough service for him to keep them in his ears. And I'm supposed to believe that we got a phone call from the moon.
Right.
How many years ago?
Right.
Yeah, in 1969.
To all my globe enthusiasts that just swear and believe that we have satellites in our orbit, I want you to take a look at something right here where our satellites actually are. And if you pay attention to this, you'll see the camera on the satellite, and that's your Google Earth. Check this out. Yeah, that's a satellite attached to a ginormous helium balloon. Because we live under a firmament and a closed atmosphere, if you will. Have you not read the oldest history book known to man, the Bible? That tells you alone. We are not on a globe. We are on a stationary Earth that has a firmament. That's why there is no satellites in orbit. They're hooked up to a ginormous helium balloon because they can't get no further. Man, y'all need to wake up.
You know that during 2021, while we were all locked down at home during COVID-19, that our government in the United States was paying researchers to investigate 2 of the 36 poisons that were found in all COVID patients, and they injected them into mammals and created within 72 hours glioblastoma tumors. Right. And then they were paid by our government to see if they could reverse glioblastoma tumor formation that they created in 3 days or less. And do you know what they dissolved within 72 hours glioblastoma tumors with? Nicotine. Did you know nicotine is a published cure for Parkinson's disease, MS, Alzheimer's, ulcerative colitis, all arthritises, all of them. Psoriatic, gout, osteo, rheumatoid. Did you know it's also a published cure? I already mentioned it, myocarditis. Did you know that autism traits? Yeah. They've already investigated nicotine patches between the shoulder blades of all children and adults, and within 7 days they see improvements in all their symptoms.
I don't want to say too much because they might try to get me, but listen, watch this video.
Real clouds. Day 23 of the government shut down. Still no chemtrails, but we're going to show you the difference. So I think some people may be uneducated on what to look for. There's chemtrails in my state. I'm still seeing chemtrails. Like I said in the last video, there's a difference between contrails and chemtrails.
Thanks.
See that? That is a chemtrail, okay? Look at, that is a jet. See how the back of that disappears?
Mm-hmm.
That's water vapor up there. That's smoke and whatever from the engines that's disappearing. Beside it is a chemtrail. That will expand and become some kind of misty cloud over the sky and block the sun. We did not consent to that. That is filled with chemicals, all sorts of crap.
Now you know the difference, bro.
When did we consent to that? That is a jet. That is a chemtrail.
I'll tell you,
that is a jet.
It's good
that
to know
is
the
a
difference.
chemtrail.
I'm just getting some fresh air. Don't mind me.
I'm not one to really follow religion too well, but one of the things that religion teaches that science definitely backs is the power of fasting. Now, a lot of y'all don't know what it is to go 2, 3, 5 days without eating anything. But it's a power and a level of discipline that comes with mastering the art of fasting. Not only does it elevate you into a higher realm of yourself spiritually, but it also allows the bodies to utilize the cells to start eating away at sickness and disease and clean and cleanse the body. So if you don't have food stocked, if you are being entertained before you're collecting information about what's going on in the world right now, what's going on with this financial reset, you might want to start learning what it is to fast. Check in.
I really don't believe, and this is just my opinion, doesn't mean it's true, doesn't mean it isn't, that if they forced people to have to start fasting, the world would be enlightened a lot quicker. And they don't want that. Because then more people are going to see through their bullshit. And they're going to lose control. And they know that. They want to put fear in people because fear, like adrenochrome from the children, that, you know, how they scare them, like on Monsters, Inc. That's their energy. That's how they stay in power, is through, you know, fear, low energy, low vibration frequencies, like fear, worry, doubt, anxiety, all those things, stress. So they're going to tell you that there's going to be a food shortage, so you'll worry and you'll be stressed and all of those things, but there's not really going to be, because they know that a lot more people are going to be enlightened a lot quicker, and there goes their way of life. And so I just wanted you to know that. And I love you.
A young man named Ryan Simmons was present on UVU's campus the day of Charlie Kirk's assassination, and he alleges that he shot a video that showed the bullet coming from behind Charlie. This seriously goes against the official narrative that Tyler Robinson shot from the front. And he apparently was talking to the FBI after, who tried to pressure him into deleting the video, and he refused, but magically the video deleted off his phone. So I was like, there has to be some software out there that lets you archive really important receipts of these things that are going on. So I used Emergent, and it let me literally build a full app out of a prompt. So if you have something clever that you come up with that is a good tool that I could use or others could use to help stay kind of organized in this debacle of trying to understand what the real narrative is, let me know, share it with me. And yeah, anyways, this is my driver, and I'm sorry to all you computer programmers out there. I never needed any of those coding classes.
Imagine answering the question like this.
And I wonder, do you still see stars in outer space?
Many as I thought I would, so read.
Did you catch it? Watch again.
Many as I thought I would, so read. Many as I thought I would, so read.
Reed Weissman tells Jeremy Hansen to close his mouth when asked about stars in space.
We have so much illumination from the sun on the moon and the earth right now. It is hard at times to see stars.
Whoever looked away from Earth into the black void.
Because you can see the stars.
Oh yeah.
Because you can see the stars.
Oh yeah.
You know, and pretty much all the time you can see the stars.
There's more than stars. You can see planets. You can see moon.
Never able to see stars from the lunar surface. I don't recall during the period of time that we were photographing the solar corona what stars we could see. I don't remember seeing any.
It's just like when you walk out in the daytime, you see a blue sky but no stars. We look outside and we see the black space and no stars. But tonight we're going to be pointed into deep space, and we're going to turn out all the lights in the spacecraft for the first time on the mission. And if you give yourself about 20 or 30 minutes, we do this all the time on the International Space Station. Christina and I just have great fond memories of this. You'll start to see the stars, and if you give it enough time, you'll see so many stars. It's hard to see the constellations because there are so many stars out there.
These people are so bullshit.
So I've decided that I'm not from this timeline. This is not where I started from. I might exist here, but this is not where I began. I am fucking done. I am from the timeline where monocles existed in Monopoly, fucking cornucopias in front of the Luma underpants. Fucking, I'm sorry. But Shazam was a fucking movie, and Sinbad played the fucking genie. I seen that shit 5 fucking times that summer it came out at the Lincoln Heights Movie Theater in Spokane, Washington. It is fucking real. Fuck you people who are trying to get my brain on a different fucking wavelength. I don't know if it's CERN. I don't know what the fuck it is. Black holes. I don't fucking know. This is not where we're supposed to fucking be. This shit is whack. First of all, we're in a fucking time where people, anybody, even a not a natural fucking citizen of this country can vote in a fucking state. And we have to fight to get them to not. Like, what the fuck? I am from this new current timeline where time goes so fucking fast. Like, y'all got y'all. There is no fucking way 2020 was almost 6 fucking years ago. Y'all, the sun does not even look the fucking same anymore. I am not one of those weird fucking conspiracy fucks. But this is some weird fucking shit. I can't. I am so fucking done. Like, I just want to go back to normal fucking times. I don't like this duplicate version. I don't like this secondary fucking universe. It's fucked. It's fucked. And something happened to the liberals too. They got fucking weirder. Shifted them to the left even more. I don't want to be here anymore.
I feel you, sister.
Every single fire on Earth will go out if you suffocate it, because you're cutting off its source of oxygen. So with this being said, let's think about the fact that every single rocket launch shows the rocket flying up into the air and then curving and avoiding the firmament and then genuinely falling into the Atlantic Ocean. This even happened with the Larpamus 2 crew. They ziplined out of the rocket, and then the helium phallic blasted off into the air and then fell off into the Atlantic Ocean. Why is that? Well, first off, space is fake. And secondly, if we were able to hypothetically go to space, we would need a lot of oxidizers. Do you really think that these little things are carrying enough oxidizers to travel 500,000 miles to the moon and back on the Larpamus 2 crew? No, it's impossible. Propulsion is also impossible in a vacuum. But let's say it's real. This is the realest return to Earth video I've ever seen in my life. And this is why they were able to survive over 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit when returning to Earth in their little space pod. I made this video for entertainment purposes only.
In 1948, this woman discovered a code that can bend reality. She used it for 30 years and had an insanely high success rate. This is Helen Hadsell. She passed away in 2010, but she was accused of being maybe a scammer, or she had some type of illegal thing going on for how many times she would win prizes. She won over 1,000 different prizes, including a house, by entering contests in newspapers, magazines, etc. But this wasn't just luck. She had a system. She had a 4-letter formula called SPEC. Select it, project it, expect it, collect it. SPEC. Select it, project it, expect it, collect it. She wrote a book on it called The Name It and Claim It Game. Select it. Be crystal clear about what you want. She didn't enter contests randomly. She chose one she truly desired to win. Project it. See your success vividly in your mind. She would imagine hearing her name called, holding the prize in her hands, experiencing the emotions of winning. She would visualize that, projecting it. Expect it. Helen believed you had to expect your success, not hope for it, because hope means uncertain. And doubt blocks manifestation. Collect it. Helen always took action. She wrote the slogans, sent the entries, did the work. Her philosophy was the universe rewards actions, not daydreaming. In 1969, she manifested a house, entered a contest for it. Out of the tens of thousands of entries, hers was chosen. She visualized it every single day until it was hers. Neuroscience confirms what Helen instinctively knew. Visualization rewires your brain. Positive thoughts build new neural pathways. Thoughts create things. Follow for more.
The shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner was an occult ritual to Saturn. This gave it away. See the shooter laying down on this carpet and all the cubes? Hexagon-shaped cubes, the Tesseract, the black cube of Saturn. This event happened on Saturday, which is Saturn's day. Supposedly, there's a black cube on top of Saturn. Planet Saturn is worshipped by occultists, and it represents Kronos, the god of time, hence all the time travel symbolism behind this psyop. The black cube represents mind control, tesseracting the mind or honeycombing the mind programming. That's the real spell. Occult means hidden. mind manipulation, mind programming. That's why the mentalist was there at the event. Obviously, this ritual happened on Saturday, Saturn's Day. The shooter has his head laying on this carpet with these cubes, and this whole thing is clearly an occult, which means hidden ritual.
Y'all see this toddler have an absolute meltdown at the Great Wolf Lodge? They open the door and this little girl freaks out.
She don't like this.
So apparently this is a common occurrence. There's a story going around where these parents rented 2 rooms. And the rooms were adjoined by a door. The kids took the room with the bunk beds while the parents took the other room. So they enjoy their first day there, they go to bed that night, and the mom wakes up in the middle of the night freaking out. She's obviously distraught, wakes up the dad. He's like, honey, what's wrong? And she said she heard one of the kids yell, Mom. So the dad opens the conjoining door room, goes in, and his daughter is sitting terrified in a corner, like rocking back and forth. He's like, what's wrong? What happened? And she starts screaming, it's still in here, it's still in here. So he checks the entire room, there's nothing there. So the little girl tells him that she was asleep, she woke up because she heard the door open, and a man starts walking towards her bed. And at first she thought it was him, and then she realized it was a lot taller than him. She said it was also a lot skinnier than him, extremely white with no discernible facial features. She said she covered herself up with a blanket, and when she moved the blanket to see where it was walking back into the parents' room, so she got up and went into the corner of the room. At this point, the whole family is in the bunk bed room, so they decide to stay in that room and go to sleep. They close the conjoining door room and lock it, and the dad turns on the closet lights and closes the closet door. So everybody goes to sleep, including the mom, but the dad's still up, and he notices the closet light turns off. He gets up and checks, nothing's there. He sits back down, and then he hears a knocking on the conjoining door. And at first, he was like, that's not happening. And then he finally gets up to check to see if there's something in that room. He opens the door, nothing's there, he gets back in bed. And then he notices his wife seems to be having a nightmare. So he wakes her up and she's freaking out. She said she had a nightmare that they were asleep in the room that they were in. She got up to use the bathroom and she somehow ended up in the other room on the other side of the door. And she was beating on the door trying to get back in because it was locked and she couldn't get in the room. Which is crazy because the husband actually heard it. So the next morning everybody wakes up. The dad separates the kids and asks them exactly what they saw. Both of the kids described the same thing, except for the younger brother said the thing had glowing eyes and the sister didn't. And the mom asked who was yelling for her that night, and all the kids said, we didn't yell for you. So even creepier than the kids seeing the exact same apparition, they both said that it was speaking in a whisper but in another language that they couldn't understand. So obviously after this, they decided to move rooms, and in their other room, they didn't have this problem. So I would love to hear if you guys have had similar experiences at the Great Wolf Lodge, or if there's anybody that's worked at one of these establishments that have experienced something like this.
What's happening? What's up with y'all? Hey, y'all notice? Y'all get outside and y'all get in this, you know, so no matter what they say, the weather gonna be today. When you get outside, that sun come out. Get in that sun today, but it's a different topic right now. But everything that's going on, it's like we all at a party and we see a fight break out and everybody got a different story. That's what's going on. But everybody's story right. You feel me? Everybody's story right. We just gotta put all the pieces together. And everything they show you ain't for you to get riled up. Sometimes it's for you to look deeper and look at that other viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean whatever you thinking is wrong. It's just for you to think one time about other perspectives. You know what I'm saying? The problem with us right now is when we got new information and we get new information, we don't change our view. We have a fear of being wrong. We have a fear of somebody saying that, oh, you know, now you can't be. No, that's just one time you made a mistake. But if you take accountability and own your mistakes, can't nobody do that to you. But I want to show you something. And I want you to think about why they're allowing this, why this the first person to ever do these kind of things and say these kind of things, and think about why the whole world is against this person. That this ain't never been seen before, this type of activity. I want you to think about that as you watch and take your perspective, put it down for a minute, and think about what's going on right now and think about why things are in place. Why? Ask a question. Why is this happening? And then go deeper into that. Think one time. Peace and love. Keep shining. Check it out, though.
I don't want to brag, but, you know, they've said this about a lot of things. No other president could do some of this shit I'm doing. No other president. The things I'm doing, nobody else was going to do it. They say it all the time, sir, could you do this? You're the only one can do it.
occasion, even about myself, if I was starting off today, I would love to be a well-educated black because I really believe they do have an actual advantage today.
Man, I love black men. I love them. I have gone through the roof with black men. Black men. These lights are so bright in my eyes that I can't see too many people out there. But I can only see the black ones. I can't see any white ones, you see? That's how far I've come. That's how far I've come. African Americans built this nation. We built this nation. You know, you're just starting to get real credit for that, okay? I don't know if you know that. You're just starting to get, you built the nation. Black men, I love black men. I love them. I love them. I have gone through the roof with black men. Black men. There's something missing from my crew. I need a black man in my gang. A black man doing black man things. I need a black in my crew. Could it be you?
One does not say uh-oh when sharing a personal experience, especially with a physics and an electrical engineering degree, top of the class. However, one does say uh-oh when your earpiece communication cuts out or you forget your script.
When we saw Tiny Earth, people asked our crew what impressions we had. And honestly, what struck me wasn't necessarily just Earth, it was all the blackness around it. Earth was just this lifeboat hanging undisturbingly in the universe. Uh-oh. So I may have not learned, I know I haven't learned everything that this journey has yet to teach me. But there's one new thing I know, and that is planet Earth, you are a crew. Yeah. Thank you.
2026, not only DEI astronauts, but DEI fake astronauts.
Yo, now you can fucking see it! Ah! You can see it! I got it! I fucking got it! Sorry, baby, I didn't mean to scream. It's a sun right there, bitch. And a sun right here. The moon is on the other fucking side. Or is that a planet? What the fuck?
Is this real footage, angels? Yes. Is that a moon on the other side of the sun? Yeah, but not our moon. Right. This is visible, more visible outside of the ice wall. Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, real footage. This is on my stepsister's story, so she's awake.
I know y'all see my post about being able to see spiritual attachments in your eyes. And I also seen where some of y'all were saying that it's just a reflection of the camera, so I'm gonna share some of y'all's photos that you kindly shared with me. Here's a really good one. I'm not gonna say your username because what the fuck? I'm just gonna prove that it's not their reflection on their phone. So we're gonna flip the photo. Her arm and her phone are over here, okay? But there is a woman's face standing right there in her eye. I don't see how you don't see that. And that's what the circle is for. Y'all can't tell me you don't see a woman. Like, come on, right there.
Kind of looks like
You can see her eyes and you can see her face. And her hair, she has really long hair. Alright, next photo. Red H shared this one. This one's pretty creepy, for real. I don't know what that is. Do you see it next to her phone? There's her phone. Look next to it. It's like pink. There's your circle. It's definitely a face. That one's weird. I don't know about that one. It looks like it's smiling. And you can almost see something standing next to it too, much smaller. Do you see that too? I'm telling y'all. Okay, here's another one. You can see the phone screen in the middle of the aisle, but look to the right. There's a guy standing there. There's your circle, and we'll zoom in on it. So keep submitting those photos, and I'll go through them, guys.
That was creepy, and no thank you. Well, there you have it, folks. Hope you enjoyed today's video. And again, make sure you're going out here doing your own research. Till I see you in the next one, I love you.
Lady boss energy, yeah, she knows the way. You can finally speak of love and light any time of day. Lady boss energy, this one she got the vibe. Never stop questioning, never tell a lie. Never stop questioning, never tell her lies. He was gotta do with it, don't leave with bad to miss you.